You want some?
Yes.
Come to my face and tell me about it.
Real Hip Hop Heads Conscious Radio Show.
Yeah. There's just one thing I want to say. The really real, yo. There's just one thing I want to say. Copy. There's just one thing I want to say. We gonna hit it down like this, y'all know the flavor. There's just one thing I want to say. Alamo, is you with me? What goes down, comes back around again. Stud Doogie, is you with me? What goes down, comes back around again. SOS, is you with me? What goes down, comes back around again. Yeah, this how we gonna bust it down, y'all. You know the flavor. You know what time is it? Check it, yo. This how we flow. Here comes the booba, and you know I won't fake it. Usually bust records on getting butt naked. Made for the Benzie. Drive a nigga skinsy, pump the tape, grab your dinky with the pool bar frenzy. Come on, honey, thing, don't you try to eject slow downs. What you say once my joint gets erect. Some try to copy, but they just can't sketch it. Some try to follow, but they just can't catch it. With the boom, boom, tap, yeah, all of that. Look, I'm living fat, me fall off, there be none of that. See who's the one to flip it. Quick to tell a nigga to zip it, so drink the 40, cause we ain't got time to sip it. Grand Booba got body. Kick some of them, some of those, and some yachty. As dope as they come, second sing or hum. Don't try to step to this, you know you shit is slum. First batter up, but here's the pitch, it's a curve. Second batter up because the first got served. The one who arouses a browse for a blouse, kick styles by the pals as I leave a trail for miles. Skis when I please, hit from here to Tel Aviv. I'm getting G's, no more time for the line of free cheese. Here's the 411, the one who gets the job done. I know you know the flavor of the booba. Yeah. Nah. This how we bump it, yo. You know what I'm saying? Big Jeff in the house. We gonna move it like this. Baby pop in the house. Bust how we bust it down. You know the flavor. Sincere love. Check. Okay. What more could I say? Alamo, get the boom and parlay. I'm far from the average. Civilized a savage when I'm low on protein and with the beans, soup and cabbage. Skins on the diet, kick the flavor, cause a riot. Do a show and get the dough and then I'm off till the high. Sometime he on the spliff. Ain't no answer if and if you really want to riff, you just might end up laying stiff. Jabos hanging back and heel finger on the top. Knapsack on the back, that's just my flavor out. As my man gives a nigga sicker. Watch his feet grow bigger. The Parskey, that's my nigga. Here goes the wreck. What do you expect if you want to see some wrecks and cast not a check? Grand Uber, more than a public figure. Quick to kick the bone up the butt of a gold digger. Now tic-tac-toe means I hit 3 in a row. If I do a show, then you better have my dough. Low. Well, how low can you go? Call a Grand Uber if you really need a pro, cause my shit's more rugged than G.I. Joe. Don't front, honey, act like you know. Now big up to my Brooklyn mob. Big up to my uptown mob. Now brothers wanna diss because it's my turn to burn. My best advice for the brothers is to sit back and learn. I don't diss nobody to be somebody. I just like to kick the flavor to make the people party. See, all I'm saying is respect to those who try to follow. Sorry I left you. Grand Booba, Stud Doogie, and Alamo. So if you ever want the flavor, you know where to go. Now how we go. Yeah. Here we go. Yeah, the real. Yeah. This is how we move it. You know the flavor. You know the flavor. Here we go, yo. Big up to all the people. Big up. Here we go. Yeah. Big Jeff, hold tight. Go. On and on, yo. Time to get going. Where's the spawn?
Bless you. Peace. What's good? This is Brother Peace. You are now tuned in to Real Hip Hop Heads Conscious Radio Show with the beautiful one and only Sister A and the young God back here, Conscious, the God body. Peace. What's up, everybody? How y'all feeling?
Besides allergies, great.
What do you call it? Nasal? What do you call it?
Nasally. I don't know. What the hell?
Nasally. Okay.
Okay.
That's some new shit. Yeah.
I am.
So,
that's how the white people do it. They just make that shit up.
So I was not trying to be cocky or anything, but I was listening to my music, right? Myself, and I got a little hyper.
Your own recordings?
Yeah, my own recordings. Got a little hyper, you know.
Okay.
Fuck the police type
okay,
shit.
yeah. You know what? I'm on that same train.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, matter of fact, I think I'm driving that damn train. I got plenty of coal too.
Aboard the caboose.
You know what? We start this off today, man. I want to thank everybody first and foremost, all the people that support us.
Oh yes.
I want to let everybody know out there, here and abroad, from the east all the way to the west and in between. The subscribers are climbing. We're getting subscribers, man, and we don't know who these people are or where they're coming from. All I know is as it climbs, that means the word is getting out. That means we're doing something right. We're saying something right around here. Okay, so I want to thank everybody who does tune in. If I don't get your name, call us up at 770-990-6399. Introduce yourself. Let us know who you are, where you're from, what you're about, what you want to see happen, any type of changes. If you got knowledge, if you got any type of jewels you want to drop on us, you can do that too. Today, I'm going to start out by saying, brothers and sisters, we need to work it out.
Oh yeah.
As you know, the title of this show, brothers need to work it out with the sisters as well. We'll get into that a little later on in the show. But what I got right now, hot off the damn press, man, that got me just burning in my soul. Nearly 600 vets exposed to HIV.
Whoa.
And hepatitis C at the Wisconsin VA, man, due to improper dental care.
Wow.
600.
That's that you know of. Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, that's the ones that they're reporting right now.
That is
so
ridiculous.
out of that 600 is probably that number is probably triple that. They're never going to tell you the correct number right off the muscle, so that number is probably triple that. So anybody that's out there in Wisconsin or knows anybody that's out there, man, you know, pass the word around. They're out there infecting the vets with HIV and hepatitis C. They're reporting 600. I think it's more around triple that number because they never tell you the truth up front.
Okay, so what's the purpose?
What?
I mean, why?
No, that's not that. It wasn't on purpose. Improper dental care. These
you
whatever.
don't think that was on purpose?
Hey, they didn't say whether it's black or white, but at the same token, it's about money. They don't want to pay the vets what they owe them. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to give up, you know, any of that money, but at the same time, you don't want to pay the vets.
How convenient.
Okay, once they come from over there, these hell-torn countries and all this bullshit you got to put up when you get over there, all right? But then when the cats get back here, all of the bullshit and the BS you sold them, all the little cool commercials and stuff, I point it out every time when I say commercial, this guy's got all this shit on and all this stuff, and I'm like, damn, he looks really cool. I see why people are actually, you know, falling in line to get hooked up with that because it looks cool until you get in there and the damn bullets really get to flying. And you actually, before the bullets even get to flying, you realize how heavy all of that shit is that he has on, and you got to lug that shit around. Right. And then you're expected to do your job and be a soldier at the same time. And when you get deployed, you're expected not to get killed. Or they really don't give a damn if you get killed. That's why they open the floodgates when it's deployment time, so they can put boots on ground. So they take any and everybody, so they can have boots on ground. Okay, well, speaking of that, them with the money and all that, you don't want to pay them when the vets get back here. They're all jacked up physically and mentally. You don't want to take care of us. You don't want to pay us. You go through all this shit trying to cut the programs, trying to cut the benefits and whatnot. The Pentagon then got busted. You don't want to pay us the money, but they got busted for wasteful spending. All right. A report they got busted because they found out, they hit a report that exposed 125 billion in wasteful spending. 125 billion, not million, not 125,000. Billion starts with a B. Bravo. Okay. And wasteful spending. And they come to find out they have one back office worker for every active duty service member. That means them motherfuckers ain't doing jack shit.
Exactly.
Family members and whoever else people doing favors for that need a job, whatever. Hell, I'll get you hooked up, yada, yada, yada. Meanwhile, the people that are over there really doing the fucking work, boots on ground, the people who's really marching in these damn uniforms, You know what I'm saying? They can't get paid. They can't get goddamn satisfactory and professional and courteous goddamn service at these VA hospitals.
I was gonna say there's entirely too many VA stories. I have one too that we'll get to, but I mean, this is ridiculous. It pisses me off. It really does. It pisses me the fuck off because I can't believe how these people treat you guys. I just can't believe it. It's like split personalities. Oh, you guys are over there. You know, I used to hear from work, oh, you know, tell your husband, thank you for his service, blah, 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 this and that, you know, this, and then you come back and you go to the VA with you guys, and it's like, what the fuck? You know, what the hell? Yeah. I like, that ain't what the fuck I used to hear, but I mean, it's crazy. I'm absolutely disappointed in the VA whole system.
I mean, you know what? Like I tell people, people that don't know, all right, people that have never served, people that don't have any family members that have served, or you know, people that they can get close to where they can see the inside of how these things go on. If you have a brother or a father, you know what I'm saying, or maybe a grandfather, something that actually served and been to combat or whatever, he has to go to the VA, and you actually have to go with them or whatever. You actually get to see,
oh yeah,
firsthand,
oh yeah,
just how how this shit goes down. Other than that, a lot of people are blind to what's going on. But I'm gonna tell you now why we end up in so many of these countries in combat and all that. Don't believe the rhetoric that they're selling you on the TV and the news is telling you all this heroic shit and all of this stuff that makes us seem like heroes and makes it seem really, really cool and all of that. Okay. There is a massive amount of racism in the military right now. When you get overseas, it gets even worse. All right. It's a massive amount of racism towards blacks in the military right now to this day. And they're making things even more crazy because the whole don't tell, don't ask, it doesn't even matter anymore. Because hey, you can be transgender, you can be gay, whatever. Okay, it's real crazy in there. But all in all, these people don't give a damn. All they want is boots on ground because war pays. That's why we end up in so many damn wars, because it pays. And the ones up there starting damn wars and sending us over, making up the excuses on why it's important for us to go over there and chase down somebody who didn't have weapons of mass destruction, when you were actually supposed to be chasing the person that supposedly bombed the goddamn Twin Towers. And actually the person bombed the Twin Towers was sitting here in America eating with the family of the person you just accused that we didn't even chase. We went over to another country. Yeah, all of that. Yeah, war pays. Okay, those people go to war. They got the companies that provide for the soldiers and whatnot and when we're out there in war. It's a long story. I'll get to it another time, but war pays. Speaking on the damn VA, in the military, the government itself, okay, when there's wartime, when a person wants to get back in the military, if he's actually been in his prior service and he wants to get back in, okay, the best time for him to do that is when they declare war. Because the Army can give you a waiver for, in the military can give you a waiver for anything, including having a felony or having a bullet lodged in your damn ass. If they need you and they want you, they're gonna take you. They'll work out all that other shit later. You know what I'm saying? So speaking of that, why I said basically I'm saying war is imminent, because look at Trump. It's a businessman. It's about money for him. Okay, but the other idiots around him are the ones that are really sitting back circling. They're like the buzzards. They're circling. Okay, and I've got word from, you know, a close friend of mine that's actually still serving right now, and they're hinting around, you know, 2017, into 2017, we might be deploying. So we'll keep you abreast on that. But along with that, this is how bad it's gotten and how bad it might get. The Obama administration supports registering women for military draft.
Oh yeah, we talked about that.
Women, and check this out now. Oh, they make a good argument. They sell it real nice. These motherfuckers will sell you a piece of a damn desert in the middle of the Sahara Desert with no water, no nothing, and tell you there's an oasis right there. How you believing it? Women, just like men, will be required to register for selective service when they turn 18. Selective service in the armed forces under conscription, which is the draft. Okay, this is what really got me. This motherfucker's about to leave. Barack Obama is supporting an effort to require women.
Oh yeah, I saw
require women to register for selective service when they turn 18. Like,
well, you put your damn daughters in there.
According to ABC News, okay. And then as old barriers for military service are being removed, the administration supports as a logical next step women registering for the selective service. Wow. Okay. Ned Price, a spokesman for Obama National Security Council, said in his statement, okay, the draft hasn't been used since 1973. The president believes requiring women to register for selective service would show a commitment to gender equality in the military, as well as foster a sense of public service that comes from requiring draft registration as a ritual of adulthood. You hear that shit? A ritual of adulthood?
Okay, what's the oldest one? Melita?
Now, mind you,
you got Sasha coming too now.
Now, hold on. It makes sense for women to register for selective service just as men must, said Pentagon spokesman, okay? Earlier this year, combat roles were opened up to women in the military. There is no draft in today's military, but it is difficult to say we have true equality if we continue with a selective service system. If we continue with a selective service system that only requires compulsory service for men. That was my main thought. These people that write this shit up, that come with these legislations and whatnot, you notice, ask them how many of they motherfucking kids they send over there.
Exactly.
Why they sending all the rest of us over there, okay, normally the poor and impoverished, okay, and in the middle class or the rich, it's the ones that want to be heroes that sign up.
Exactly.
Okay, other than that, it's the poor and impoverished that end up getting sent places. Now, them people over there, ask how many of them have ever even been in the service, them damn selves, let alone sending their kids. No, their kids are back here at college drinking fucking shots and raping girls and shit and exactly. Hiding out for 4 goddamn years, get their little degree and walk off with the good jobs.
Oh, they won't take my child. Bye.
No, sweets. No.
You won't have mine.
No, you come over here with that bullshit. Got something, folks. Got something for you. But that right, they were talking about this before. We covered this before when they brought it up. But now that it came back up, it resonates even higher in my mind that war is coming. War's on the forefront. They've been talking about it. It died down, but when they can talk about this shit, that's the boots on ground. Yep. They need boots when they get ready to ship out, because we got soldiers over there now. They've just been keeping it real quiet, and it's been shipping like 500 or 600 at a time. But under the guise of supervisory roles, not combat roles. So people think, oh, no, we're not in combat.
Y'all send your daughters. Don't touch ours, because fuck you.
Yeah. Send your own damn kids before you send somebody else's kids, man. We'll be back in 5 minutes. Y'all stay tuned.
It's time for the DJ of all DJs. Sister Ambitions. Social media
Boom.
Boop boop.
Next time I'm gonna rock that with the to come in more bounce to the ounce.
All righty then. PRT. Rock this funky joint.
Yeah.
Pro hip hop conscious group. What?
As long as it
Pro
says
black.
rock this funky joint, not your funky ass.
Nah.
Oh,
Don't get that shit twisted up.
Pro black conscious hip hop group. The shit. Rock
Yeah.
this. Rest in peace, Father Shaheed.
Yeah, man. Rest in peace to that brother, man. To the God.
All righty there. And Sister A with social media madness. Still nasally as a motherfucker, but it's all good.
Hey, I'm sorry. You sound like one of those honkies right now.
Oh, man. He had
I gave birth to you,
to go. Oh,
motherfucker.
he had to go
I'll
there.
show you honky.
He had to go there.
I'll show you honky.
Well, I'm going to take a break.
I can't help it. It's just the allergies. It gotta be the allergies.
I think
Okay,
it's some white people walking around the house.
man.
They outside.
Fucker. Another rest in peace. Rapper Big Psych.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. 48. Found
Yeah.
dead inside his Hawthorne home on Monday night. But they're saying no foul play. Natural
life.
causes. Yeah, thug life. Yeah, thug life. But official autopsy has not yet been performed. So
And you know, they said natural
Damn, rest in
causes,
peace,
but
big dog.
others also said it was probably a heart or obesity issue.
yeah, they were saying obesity or heart issues also. So
Oh, he blew up and got all fat one night.
that's what they were saying. He has a history of obesity and heart issues,
Oh.
so that could possibly be, the part of the natural causes. So rest in paradise, rapper Big Sight, thug life.
But hell, he was part of Tupac's crew, so you never know. Look how Tupac went out.
Yeah.
I mean, come on now.
You absolutely right. You absolutely
he
right.
was, he
You
was
know,
with
he
Thug
did-
Life, damn it.
He did just appear in that Tupac movie too. So
Did he?
yeah.
Oh, the
All
biopic.
Eyes on Me.
Oh,
Yeah.
I can't wait till that comes out. Or the new edition one. Coming soon.
They were showing
It is in love.
that looked like it was kind of violent. I was like,
Yeah.
new edition. And when they were young, I'm like,
But see, we never heard anything bad about them besides Bobby, cutting up or
well,
whatever.
that's when he went solo.
And then when Johnny came in the picture, it was kind of, but what they were showing, it seemed like some shit went down for real. Somebody was in jail a couple times. That was
Somebody
probably
get
Bobby.
slammed.
Yeah, the
somebody busting
gut.
a
Yeah,
gun.
exactly.
And they were young. That was the young new edition.
Yeah, it was so it's gonna be interesting.
Some OGs, huh?
I know it's January on BET. I will probably be the only time I will support BET just because I want to see it.
Well, I'm gonna watch it, but I'm still not supporting
Yeah,
BET
exactly.
like that. I just want to see that.
Yeah, that's the only time they'll see us actually on their channel.
Maybe we could record it and then watch it later.
I'll do that too.
So we don't
It's
go
still
on
gonna be
prime
on
time
yeah,
looking at that shit.
exactly. That's what I
They think
kind of
they
thought.
slick.
Yeah, they think they real slick.
They are slick.
Clay Thompson,
60 points.
60 points, career high. First Golden State player to reach that mark since Rick Barry's 64
Yeah.
points against Portland.
Back in 70 something, wasn't it?
Yeah, go ahead, Clay. I ain't mad at you.
Hey,
You
I was-
did your damn
I was
thing.
watching that game. Hey,
Yeah.
dude, he was throwing up shots from everywhere, from right at the rim to damn near half court.
Oh yeah, he was feeling it. They said, "Let me pull your ass out." Okay, you be well on 70 points. They should have let him go.
You know, and they pulled him out at a little over 1 minute left in the third quarter. He had 60 points, and they pulled him out of the game, and he didn't come back in. He could have.
I
He
think he
coulda
would
rocked
have.
70
Yeah, I
points.
think he
Yeah.
easily would have got 70 points, if not more. To be honest, they
He
still
was
had.
hot.
He can't. He can't let him do that because if you get past 80, then Kobe's no longer the second closest to 100 points.
Fuck Kobe.
Mhm.
So that's the reason why.
Well,
Well, you know what? Damn him. Damn Kobe. Don't mention
anti
in the
Kobe.
same-
Yeah.
and don't mention that slug in the same sentence with Golden State or Shaquille O'Neal
Well, you know, I'm not a Kobe
or any
fan.
Laker greats.
Ah.
I'm not a Kobe fan,
I'm
but that
not either.
slug got us a couple more rings.
No, he didn't get a shit. They gave us a couple more rings. Don't get it twisted now, young buck. They gave us them.
Well,
they had to because they made a huge mistake when they busted up him and Shaq and they sent the wrong person away.
Yeah, I agree.
They screwed up royally. You was watching me and was like, come on, Cope. You wanted the team, now it's yours. Yo,
boycott Kobe.
No.
You notice he's quiet.
Yeah, he's very quiet.
He's quiet as a church mouse now.
Well, he's probably breeding some more kids.
He's trying to figure out how to get rid of her. He like, look,
old Nessa.
He like, look here, heifer. You ain't. You're an old bird now, so I'm straight now. You got the kids. Here's some money. Get the hell on.
You done fuck with that essay. You know they some breeders now.
Oh man,
stop playing. Stop playing, Kobe.
Dude, she got him.
Good.
That fool paying her, the family members, the whole nine. I read it. That fool kicking down houses, money, all kind of shit.
Kobe.
La Kobe. Ven aquí.
Wonder
We
she
need our
illegal.
dinero. Fuck them. Anyway, Minnesota got an issue with the Black Santa in the Mall of America. You motherfuckers, I swear for God, what is your issue?
What did they tell us?
What?
Get over it.
Get over it.
That's what they tell us, ain't it? Get over it.
They're saying people can't handle this. Racists are talking, of course, on social media. His name is Larry Jefferson Gamble. He's a retired U.S. Army veteran.
Wow.
And he's been doing Santa for 12 years. Since he was 12 years old, excuse me. So you motherfuckers get over it. Santa is black in Minnesota.
Hey, what they
at
say,
the Mall of America,
what they
he
say
is
about
black.
Jesus.
Yeah, that's what they were saying.
They say about Jesus. I mean, come on
That's
now. We do
exactly
something.
what they were saying.
Go in that little book and read. Just read a little bit.
Somebody, an Asian dude said, watching people melt down over the black Santa in the Mall of America. Santa is white. Well, in our internment camp, he was Asian. So there. A lot of people were, giving him props, and then a lot of people, the racists, of course. Don't bring your kids to him then. You know
what, man? How crazy that shit sounds.
Exactly.
Because just like you look in people's houses and the picture of Jesus depicts a white person, blonde hair, blue eyes. And we know that's not true. Just like you go over to Israel and the so-called Jews is not letting the Africans in Israel. Right. Are you fucking kidding me? Proclaiming you guys are the Jews and we're not. The blacks, we're not. Are you fucking crazy? Not letting them in. Talking about the refugees. But that's been the case all the way back through down in history. They take the black people and they move us out of our own shit.
Oh, yeah.
And then they replace us in our own shit and they claim it as their own. And then now that the pendulum is swinging back the other way, black people are starting to come back alive and shit. No, you can't do that. No. Like the Cubans. The white Cubans is over here down in the black Cubans.
Right, that's right.
You know what I'm saying? That's that big fight. You know what I'm saying? You got the white Jews over here in Israel, the fake ones as they call them, keeping out the real. You know what I'm saying? Jews. It's a long story, but this has been on my mind. Beautiful. He threw that to me, man. It's been resonating in my mind. Hey, B, we're gonna get to that one. We got some time because that's gonna take a minute to explain because a lot of people don't understand what that is, what I was just talking about. But there are some out there that are conscious and they know what I'm talking about.
Most Def. He finally got to leave South Africa last month.
Yeah, I seen Bay.
Yes, Bay. Also known as
he just not coming back?
Yeah, last month.
Hell,
let him come back.
I want to come back. Shit.
Exactly. He's about to come out with 2 new albums. Plans to perform some songs from the records in December. So his release date is next week, I believe. And he is collaborating with Manny Fresh.
Oh, wow. But you know what? I ain't never liked his rapping because he couldn't rap to me as far as I'm concerned. But he was the one, huh?
I remember him.
Yeah, him for Kevin Birdman and all them. The Hot Boys and all that shit.
That was Manny, yeah.
He was the one that was quiet. You didn't hear nothing about him. Birdman, Lil Wayne, Turk.
Juvenile.
But these three, Turk, drug addict, Lil Wayne, we all know that motherfucker's crazy. Birdman's gay. Juvenile was the older cat to them dudes. And he always had his own little joint.
Yeah.
He kept separate from all of their bullshit.
Exactly.
Manny, when they got big, Manny always stayed to himself. You ain't hear nothing about him in the news doing nothing retarded and all that old shit.
Hey.
Birdman come out with stars.
With Manny, he's doing his album will be called As Promised, and he's also collaborating with Ferrari Shepherd, and that album is called Niggas and Natural Person.
Is she Ferrari Shepherd? Is that she? Is she related to Kiki Shepherd?
Oh Lord, here we go. Anyway,
ring the alarm.
Off to Apollo.
Sandman. Anyway, Kiki old. Is she still living?
I don't know. Shit.
She look old.
They would never pan on Kiki.
Yeah, because she look old.
I mean, they would never do a closer. They always panned on Kiki. Would never get close, so you could really see that she looked like Cicely Tyson. You know, but I'm just gonna leave it. Go on, Sister. Go on, Sister.
Ooh, Lord, gasoline draws.
Hey, Cicely Tyson is 90 years old or 90-some years old.
She still looks good.
And she looks really good though.
Yeah, clean that up. It's time to do what it do and hit the AMQ today. Unfortunately, we didn't really get many answers. I guess it was too hard. It was it's kind of hard because it ain't too many of them out there.
Exactly.
So what MC or R&B artist today do you think can hang with the old school MC or R&B artists? I put Andrea Day for R&B.
Damn, I did too.
Yeah, we pretty much all had the same answer. So Kendrick and J. Cole, Brutal Bars, Childish, Gambino. Yeah, and we all had the same answer. So there's not many out there. It was actually really hard for me to decide who was coming close.
We got that 21 set. No, I'm playing.
Remember we tossed out of here.
We heard that damn freestyle the other day. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's just because a lot of the new school it's garbage.
Them dudes is booty.
R&B, there's a little more, leeway, but the MCs, hell no. I couldn't.
What?
Who?
Correction.
Or what? The R&B?
You mislabeled them.
Well, the rappers,
not MCs.
The rappers.
Those motherfuckers were considered rappers.
Yeah, the rappers.
An MC is a lyricist.
Yeah,
the MC can get up there and do his thing. That fucking rapper is a fly by night cat.
And there's really, offhand, all I can think of is Kendrick and J. Cole. To be honest.
How dare you?
Conscious. I'm sorry.
Don't forget.
I'm sorry.
Beautiful Life of Law.
Oh, but he's old school. He's a pioneer. He's a pioneer.
He's old.
But he don't sound like it.
Yeah, but he's still
and
old.
I'm sticking to that.
Okay, you old.
Tribe Quest ain't old. They don't sound like it either. Tribe Called Quest. They still sound good.
That's y'all saying we old. I don't know what the hell y'all talking about.
Hey, we said pioneers.
Okay, so Mr. Brother Beautiful Allah, and his answer was Negro, please. I'm gonna slap the shit out of you when I see you. That's all I gotta say.
Shit.
But anyway, on that note, this is Stay with Social Media Madness, and until Thursday, peace.
Keeping your speakers the bed with the hip hop you love. Real Hip Hop Heads Conscious Radio.
Niggas tripping, ego in charge of every move, he's a star. And we can't look away due to the days that he turned hearts. He's falling apart, but we deny it. Justifying and half that shit he dropped, we always fight it. When he tell us he a genius, but it's clearer lately. It's been hard for him to look into the mirror lately. There was a time when this nigga was my hero, maybe. That's the reason why his farming grace is hard to take. Cause I believe that when he said his shit was pure and lately. The type of niggas swear he real, but all around his face. The women, the dick riders, you know the yes man. Nobody with the balls to say something to contest them. So guessing niggas based off the words they be rapping. I come to find out these niggas don't even write they shit. There's some new style bubbling up and they fight this shit. Damn, that's what I get for lying to myself. Well, fuck it, what's more important is he's crying out for help while the world's tagging him on. I'm begging him to stop it, playing his own shit, knowing he won't top it. False preference. Somebody should have told me it would be like this, be like this, be like this. Somebody should have told me it would be like this, be like this. Somebody should have told me it would be like this, be like this, be like this. Somebody should have told me it would be like this. Yeah, I got a homie, he a rapper and he wanna win bad. He want the fame, the acclaim, the respect that's been had by all the legends. So every time I see him, he's stressing. Talking about niggas don't fuck with him. This shit is depressing, and I know he's so bitter he can't see his own blessings. Goddamn, nigga, you too blind to see you got fans, nigga. And a platform to make a classic rap song and change a nigga's life, but you too anxious living life. Always worry about the critics who ain't never fucking did it. I write what's in my heart, don't give a fuck who fucking with it. But in a sense, I can relate. The need to be great turns into an obsession and keeps a nigga up late writing words, hoping people observe the dedication that stirs in you constantly. But intentions get blurred. Do I do it for the love of the music? Or is there more to me? Do I want these niggas to worship me? False prophets. Somebody should have told me it would be like this, be like this, be like this. Somebody should have told me it would be like this, be like this. Somebody should have told me it would be like this, be like this, be like this. Somebody should have told me it would be like this. Yeah, these rappers insecure. Let's talk about being a man so much I finally understand it. They ain't even sure about who they are, why they do this. Yes, I'm included in that category as a nigga who done had the glory. My highest moments come from telling all the saddest stories I've seen in my life. I beginning to write songs and raise a hand on my arms. My lowest moments came from trying too hard to impress some niggas that couldn't care for more. Therefore, from here on out, my hair grow out. I care nothing about old penny years. I wanna get broke like the fountains you throw pennies in. Hit the store, take your diss, make your wish. This is dedicated to the ones who listen to me on some faithful shit. I'm on some thankful shit, but the real God is in you, not the music you copy. I hear my old shit and know I can top it. Somebody should have told me it would be like this, be like this, be like this. Somebody should have told me it would be like this, be like this. Somebody should have told me it would be like this, be like this, be like this. Somebody should have told me it would be like this. Be like this.
He said it. Yo, my man. Fire. Fire. We good, bro.
That's fine. We good, bro.
That is J. Cole, False Prophet, from his new album. Before I get on that, we're gonna get on these birthdays.
That's that fire.
Uh-oh.
Oh, shit. That shit just hurt my
Yes,
ears.
señorita. Yeah, come on, chica.
Go.
Venete over here, chica.
Ven aquí.
All right. Birthdays.
Trick.
Well, the first one is a trick. Thank you.
Yeah.
Nicki
I was
Minaj.
about to say it.
Nicki Minaj. You turned 33 today.
She's in trouble too.
And you know, she's she's from New York, but she's originally from Trinidad and Tobago. Tobago.
Yeah, I know. That's why she's fucking retarded.
Good old Sammy Davis Jr.
Go.
He would be how old?
90.
Oh, wow. I thought he would be a little older than that. Sammy looked kind of old back when I was watching Bod Squad with you.
Yeah. Well, no. Well, that you figure.
He died I think he was 64. I think
Wow.
he was 64 when he passed.
The Black Jew, huh?
Yeah. Hey, and people thought that was, like, what the hell with the no. No. You guys used to send the white Jews, not the original Jews.
Last but not least, this is his favorite.
Man.
That's my quarterback. They love to hate me, Mr. Terrell Owens. He's 42 years old. That's his favorite player.
You know what? If I had just got this damn phone, I'd have threw that your ass. I just had that impulse, but I just got that shit.
He already dropped it.
Oh man, you had to go tell him.
Oh.
Dummy cord.
Dummy cord.
That's why I got this big ass tank of a case. And look, it was the whole thing. It was this whole shit.
Yeah, it just fell.
Yeah, because it was whole. It just dropped. It didn't jacket. It was
Maybe
the whole
you need
thing.
to lay off the snacks and the hips won't be moving so much to drop it.
Okay. Look,
That's
you're no longer welcome here.
it's gonna be a negative. Rider.
Okay. I got some sad news. Remember last Thursday I told you about the running back that was shot dead?
Yeah.
Well, on him,
Which one?
Joe McKnight.
Okay.
He
Jets.
yeah, he died. They finally came out and said he died due to a road rage incident.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The guy, I'm not gonna say his name because it's a brother, and you know we always on the news anyway, so I'm not even gonna put his name out. But he was arrested and released.
Was it a brother?
It was a
shot
brother.
him?
Yeah.
But you know what? If you actually look at it,
I thought they showed a white man.
no, that was McKnight.
Oh,
No,
okay.
this is McKnight.
I mean, that's McKnight.
Yeah.
There's another cat, right?
Yeah, I'm getting ready to
With
get
the
on
white
him
dude.
next.
Yeah.
Okay, next.
Okay. Okay.
Actually, no, I'm not. This
So
is
you.
different. But yeah, they said the dude is now charged with manslaughter, and he shot McKnight 3 times.
I wonder if it was really road rage. I mean, you know, it.
Well, this
He's
is
like
the second.
third. That's like the third football player.
Yeah,
That's been shot
third.
in traffic like that.
That's what I'm saying. Is
It's
it
the
really
third.
road
Yeah.
rage, or
Yeah,
is
big
this
dude.
some
Yeah, Will Smith.
coincidental
Yeah.
shit? You know, it just that just don't sound like road rage. It sounds like a setup.
I mean, like the last guy, where the white guy shot him, and he was just sitting there waiting, gave his weapon. But the people said they saw the man arguing. They were arguing or whatever. Or no, they said the dude was trying to apologize to the white guy, and he shot him. So I don't know if he cut him off in traffic or what happened, but he was trying to make good by it. But you know,
Sound like they're targeted.
yep.
Oh, I did forget another birthday shout out. Shout out to my boy Myers. He turned 28 today.
Which
Yeah,
one is that?
Antonio Myers, the small one.
Is that right? You using that third eye, yes, son?
That's all we got to say.
Okay, now another running back has passed away too. Former Bears first round pick Rashawn Salomon.
Yeah, Solomon.
He died at 42. You know, he's a 1994 Heisman winner. People right now are saying there's no foul there. The police are saying there's no foul play, and the cause of death is unknown. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
42, and he only played 2 years in the league, so I'm pretty sure it's not no brain trauma that
You know, it's gonna come out, man. There's something linking all this.
Oh yeah.
All these football
Oh, yeah.
players, professional football players. You know, sooner or later somebody's gonna like, wait a minute, that road rage shit is not gonna fly
That's
anymore.
what I'm saying. They sound like they're being targeted.
Well, this brother was found. He was found in his bed dead. So
Yeah, but but he's a football player.
yeah.
Pro football
It
player.
ain't no coincidence.
You know, it's like, wait a minute, how the hell in such close proximity are these dudes dying like this?
Yeah.
And now you're telling me that doesn't look like any foul play. He's just found in his bed dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't believe it.
Hey, the attack is real.
No, I'm telling you, they're gonna come out and say he has some brain damage. That's the first thing they're gonna say.
Yeah, right.
Then you know what his family should do?
I'm about to say,
Sue the NFL.
prepare to pay his family. If you come out and say he got some traumatic brain injury due to football, then you need to pay his family.
I'm going to Charlemagne first because this false prophet was the best thing I needed. But Charlemagne, he got on Soldier Boy.
Charlemagne,
The guy, yeah, that guy. He got on Soldier Boy. You know, Soldier Boy. The Migos is a big Atlanta rap group. They did something and Soldier Boy didn't like it, so he dissed them. So this was Charlemagne said. There is no bigger coon in hip hop than Soldier Boy. Thumb thug, cyber crippin, broad bloodin' Soldier Boy.
And he calls out anybody.
He was the donkey of the day.
Oh yeah, Soldier Boy's.
well, hell, Charlemagne, he'd have been the donkey of the day, plenty.
Yeah,
He
exactly.
always. I mean, but you know what I think with him,
I wonder who's protecting him because he be popping a lot of
you know,
shit.
he'd have been ran from out the station and shit, and ran down the street and he done hauled ass shit because some of them goons that came to get him on a couple occasions, they came to try to get him.
So Soldier Boy was listening, and Soldier Boy was like, I don't take it out of disrespect. Much love to the show. I would like to come up to the show. And Charlamagne was like, yes, because as black people, we don't need to be cooning.
Somebody, what I'm thinking is gonna happen. You gonna run up, you gonna come out your mouth sideways to a couple of them cats, man, and that's really from those damn streets, and they don't give a damn about shit. They street credit, and they street rep is what they got, and they sticking true to it. And somebody gonna sock him in his mouthpiece. There's somebody gonna take all his fronts out.
And the thing that really set off Soldier Boy was, remember, I played you a couple weeks ago, Shia LaBeouf, and he was freestyling on Sway, and he dissed Soldier Boy. And Soldier Boy went on a little rampage with it. He got a couple songs out called, and it's an album or something called Beef. And that's how that all got onto the show. But speaking of beef, J. Cole and his false prophet. Well, first of all, Childish Gambino, we heard me and your mama. That shit was nice. It's kind of like Prince.
Yeah, that's just tight.
But this false prophet, right? There's a lot of people saying he's dissing Kanye, Drake, and Wale. I didn't hear too much about him dissing Wale, but Wale did respond, but he didn't respond in a rapper way. He's responded as an MC. He still gave him credit, but he kind of, hold up, little man. This is you learn from me, so don't try to diss me now, type thing. Kanye, he's PTSD apparently, so he ain't say nothing. And Drake, he hasn't came out yet either.
He's going through a spiritual crisis. It's called Kardashian syndrome.
No, Drake don't want none of that.
Yeah,
Drake don't want none of that, dude.
And I know the part that where he said Drake, he's talking about how Drake is everybody does it, but for some reason Drake tries to act like he doesn't. He has ghostwriters.
Ghostwriters.
Yeah, and Drake tries to act like he doesn't have those. And
stop it.
Yeah, and that's what makes it bad, is because he acts like he doesn't have ghostwriters and like he writes all his stuff. I have somebody write my stuff once in a while. I mean, it's not a bad thing
if it's good.
Yeah, and he said about Kanye, this is the dude I used to look up to, something to the lines of I guess I need to stop trusting these niggas' words instead of and follow their actions. And then he said now he's looking for the America's help. and that's where people are thinking, okay, that's what he's talking about, Kanye. To me, who cares? I don't think none of them can get on his level, be honest.
You know what? I'm gonna clarify this before somebody has a comment to make, because we've had people make comments and shit about the show, whatever, that's all good. It's all good. But I just said you're talking about the ghostwriters, and I said ghostwriter if it's good, but let me clarify some shit. I don't MC. I would say I don't get on the mic and do what you and Beautiful do. You know what I'm saying? Yada. I don't do that. I like them back there, the ones them twos. That wax. Should smack upside the head shit. But some would say getting on this mic, doing what we're doing now, is a form. Because sometimes I get to going, and in my mind, I go to a rhythm. All this shit starts coming to me, and I start spitting it in a rhythm, so the people understand it better. Giving it to them smooth so they can understand it. But me personally, nobody writes my shit. I write all my own shit. But if a person does use a ghostwriter, then that's their choice. I'm just saying, if I was to sit down and pen anything that I'll be putting down or whatever, it's mine. But if I was to sit down and pen, some kind of rap or whatever, I would do it myself. But I just wanted to clarify that, because I know there's some cats that, an MC, he pens all his shit. A rapper, he might pen some of his stuff and have a ghostwriter. Personally, that's your choice.
Yep.
Hey, it depends on that person. how you spit the gift and what kind of dude you are. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna be truthful about some shit, you know what I'm saying, then hey, but you're gonna start trying to lie. Now you're fronting.
Like the lifestyle they supposedly live.
Right.
Drake, you came off of Degrassi, so I know damn well your motherfucking ass ain't that.
You know, I was talking to somebody yesterday,
Nickelodeon,
and she was like, I was talking to her the other day, and she was like, Drake was the shit. I said, huh? She's like, yeah, I liked it when especially when he's on Degrassi.
He was a nerd.
He was shot in a wheelchair. I mean, shit. I said, yeah, you know, I can't talk to you. You're a Drake fan.
You know who he looks like to me, man? To be honest,
Oscar the Grouch.
He looks like Horseshack.
Yeah,
Horseshack. It sounds like a fucked up person.
Welcome back, Carter. You wouldn't know that. Yeah,
I'm gonna show you
would know that.
He looks like, and anybody that goes back a little ways, tell me if that motherfucker don't look like Horseshack.
Yes.
Look like damn Horseshack. But enough of him.
Yeah.
Busters are us. You guys stay tuned. We'll be back right after this break. Peace.
RealHipHopHeads.com.
Hip hop.
Yes, yawling to the light beating. You can either dance or just have a seat and listen to the weighing. What I am displaying, a different kind of rapper language that I am saying. To all the party people that it go with my info. When it comes to rockin' parties, I am a info maniac, brainiac for doing my dancing. My record make the music, will put you in a trance and hypnotize your body and like you saying cardigan. You won't be fighting the illin', you just be partying down. With the monkey sound with yours truly, the original B-I-Z, okay, I will be and I came to have fun and not be number one. And just here to let you know who's like running the place and everywhere that I perform and do a show. As long as you know that
Nobody beats the biz.
nobody beating the biz.
Nobody beats the biz.
Nobody beating the biz.
Nobody beats the biz.
Nobody beating the biz.
Nobody beats the biz.
Nobody beating the biz. You know me as the B-I-C-M-A-R-K-I-E-N. I go for what I know, doing a show for human beings. I'm guaranteed to rock, I make the ladies scream and shout. I'm about to wreck your body as they turn the party out. The party rapper knows that I always have a phone. And when you hear the biz monkey, I get the jaw done. Yes, I'm the M-A-R-K-I, you know that's me. I got the set of step to keep it check, my speed is so unique. They say I look and sound funny, but I don't be caring. I rock the like water rooftop, Team Square, and Roseland. The Hawthorne, Madison Square Garden, even my footwork fit at Jaffa Center. Part in the ways that I be talking about the places I be rocking. I love to perform for the people that be rocking. I say that your own mind don't want it like I want it, but you pay for a good performance. You want it, you want it. That's why I'm here to be like letting you knowing that I'm a highly recognized as the gig is just going. Making people laugh and have a lot of enjoyment. I'm the best person for this type of employment. That's why
Good morning. So fat. Good morning. So fat. Good morning. So fat. Good morning. So fat. Nobody beats the biz.
nobody beating the biz.
Nobody beats the biz.
Nobody beating the biz.
Nobody beats the biz.
Nobody beating the biz.
Nobody beats the biz.
Nobody beating the biz. On and on to the break of dawn. When you buy food cheap, you need a coupon. I catch a sale retail before it gets stale. So hurry up and get the wick, check out the mail and shop non-stop. By how I hip hop on the mic and like. Make it cooperate with the rhythm. That is what I give them. Reagan is depressed, but I voted for Shirley Chisholm. It might sound confusing, the style that I'm using, but in the end, I'm sure that you will find it quite amusing and funny. Oh, honey, it's just ridiculous. Don't try to front. Come on and admit you was thrilled. Chill, your heart was fulfilled. So respect the architect as I begin to build. Science of my alliance is a poem of rap. Like Carl Lewis, I get to it. So let's go to lap.
Nobody beats the band.
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 Nobody beats the band. Nobody.
Keeping your speakers thumping with the hip hop you love. Real hip hop has conscious radio.
MCMI, people call me Milk. When I'm busting up a party, I feel no guilt. Gizmos cutting up for the suckers that's down with me. For one of us, that's how I feel. To be down, you must appeal to the two. We're rated R, we're gifted, and we're going far down the road to the bank. While I'm here, I'd like to thank Mom and Dad, they knew the time. Gizmo scratching, Milk D's rhyming, Milk is chilling, Giz is chilling. What more can I say? Top billing, that's what we get. Got it good, since you understood. Would you stop scheming and looking hard? I got a great big bodyguard, so step up if you wanna get hurt. Milk D's gonna pull this skirt. I get money, money I got. Stunts call me honey if they feel real hot. That's how it is, you can ask Giz. I stole your girl while you were in prison. Jail for MC assault. You was jealous, it's all your fault. Milk is chilling, Giz is chilling. What more can I say? Top billing, that's what we get. Got it good, and since you understood, would you clap your hands? Your hands you clap. If your girl's out of place, it's your girl I slap. And if you're dumb, you ask why. I am from bed, do or die. The audio too, the two's audio. I got a brother and his name's Gizmo. Milk is chilling, Gizmo's chilling. What more can I say? Top billing, that's what we get. Got it good, and since you understood, would you bite a rhyme if you dare? I get the paper, so I don't care. My contributions to this jam is confusing because I am Milk D stated all the way. The super easy modest MC, okay. Yes, I'm down, down my lord. I get the girlies out on the floor. G is D, down is G. To the at the top is where he'll be. At is us, call us odd. Girls come in, you won't be bored. Milk is chilling, Gizmo's chilling.
What more can I say? Top billing.
That's what we get. Got it good. And since you understood, would you do a dance? Dance the two. If you can dance, it's easy to do.
Top billing. Audio 2. How many of y'all know about that?
I only heard the song a couple times.
No go? Okay. All right. Well, we got you back. We got you back.
I'm not even going to front. Ain't got to fake it to make it.
That's right.
Hey, look here. Don't lie to kick it. Don't. Hey, you got to fake it to make
even bored there.
No.
Shit.
Yo, we're gonna jump all into this, man, because I got a lot of shit to cover. What'd you say? Yeah.
I don't know how you pronounce it. Talladega, Oklahoma. 4 members have resigned from the Southeastern Veterans Facility, facing possibility of getting fired after a resident was found to have maggots in the wounds.
God damn it.
Yep. Oklahoma Department of Veterans Affairs.
Yeah, Talladega, Oklahoma.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
How you say it?
Talladega.
Talladega?
Yeah.
Oh, it ain't spelled like that.
Hey.
They're saying that,
damn.
yeah, said the maggots were not the cause of his death. What it was the sepsis. This is what supposedly killed him, but 3 nurses and a physician's assistant resigned because
they're trying to get out of town.
Yeah, what it is because the investigation is about to be conducted. So they're resigning for that. The man's son, he was saying that he was 73 when he died, but he was in there for 21 days, and he kept pleading to the staff to give him some meds so they could, clean his bandage and stuff. He get no response.
These
on
folks
that.
are laying in them damn beds a long time, and these
exactly.
people are not changing them.
Exactly.
They getting them damn bed sores. The bed sores open up, they get
Exactly.
infected and shit, and then everything else starts to happen. You got the maggots and shit. That means that's severe infection.
They're saying that the building that it was in, it's like 100 years old, and they don't want to fix it up because it will cost millions. Yeah, it will cost millions of dollars. So
the only thing there is the thunder.
Yeah.
They have a huge turnover over there too. So yeah, it's 3 nurses and a practitioner resigning because the investigation is going down. And like I said, the son said his dad been sitting in there for 21 days. They weren't giving him no pain meds, so they didn't, to change his band-aids and stuff. So again, our nice Veterans Affairs treating these vets like shit.
Damn. I hate to hear that, man, but I'm going through my own shit with these clowns.
I know,
but
right.
we're gonna shoot over to Flint because people over there are doing pretty bad. Hey, we all know about the Flint water crisis and all that, right? The city of Flint has joined the state of Michigan in the fight against a federal court order requiring door-to-door delivery of bottled water to the residents. Lawyers for the city filed a motion with the U.S. Court of Appeals on Tuesday saying the preliminary injunction issued by the U.S. District Judge David M. Lawson is overbroad and the city lacks the resources required to comply. The state of Michigan filed a motion stating the water delivery was an unnecessary and unsurmountable burden that would cost the state at least $10.45 million a month or $125 million a year. Judge Lawson ordered home delivery of 4 cases of water per resident each week unless the state or the city can verify that residents have a properly installed and maintained faucet water filter. That's what's going on with the water crisis in Flint. These people are seriously still trying to refuse to help these people, with this water. I mean, obviously they haven't got the water supply straight yet.
We're going almost on a year now, right? That it hit mainstream media.
Yeah, which means that's 3 years because this shit was going on 2 years prior to it hitting mainstream media. So now we're going on 3 years and people have died in the course of this whole thing.
Exactly.
I mean, not just people from the water itself and the lead poisoning, okay, and kids have been severely, severely mentally challenged by the lead and stuff in the water. Health issues, severe health issues have come up, and these people are going to have health issues. These kids, basically for the rest of their life.
Exactly.
Okay. So this is a huge problem that's going to cost a lot of money in medical care, caring for the water, which they don't want to do. It's poor over there, so they're not really thinking about the shit.
Predominantly black, so they don't really give a shit.
Yeah. So and then you got the actual water itself. They're like, damn, what? We're not concerned about that. They don't want to spend the money. Okay, that's what the hell that is. It's poor neighborhood. If it was white people, it'd have been taken care of.
Well, I know New Era, Detroit, not too long ago was over there in Flint. They took a trip, and a lot of people, they had like a bus of people and stuff, and a big van for the water, and they brought water over there. But I mean, it's so deep that it just it's
exactly why is it left upon the people to actually come? I mean, it's a good thing that they came to people's aid. You know what I'm saying? But why is it left up to the people when the city and the state are actually responsible for this disaster? For this, because this is a terrorist act. Because if this would happen somewhere in another country, or if somebody would have came over here and done that, it would have been considered a terrorist act, and we went to war behind the shit.
So obviously, I mean, if it wasn't for the community, policing their own stuff, these people would have been SOL for real, because the government ain't stepping in to help. Shit. You
know what? I'm seeing some stuff here, man. I'm gonna go into this first. Actually, the economists are saying Americans should get used to a new normal of slow economic growth. You're now coming out and actually telling people this. This came out. They're telling people to get used to a new normal of slow economic growth. You're telling me though that the economic growth that we have now is steadily climbing. Obama's in office. Now you're telling us to get used to a new normal of a slow economic growth. It proves what I was saying. This shit's not growing the way you guys say it is. And once he get out of office and this dude takes full control, this shit's really going to turn around and go backwards. But they're setting everybody else, they're setting people up now and tell them, get used to it, setting everybody else so you can kind of like get ready. And then it's not such a shock when it actually happens and come to find out, damn, we can't sell our houses. We're upside down on our goddamn mortgages. Our houses ain't worth maybe $50,000, and we paid $250,000 for this damn house that we're not even finished paying on. Okay,
so I get ready to shack up.
Slow economic growth, economics, money. Slow money growth means jobs being lost. People in these houses, you can't pay your mortgage, hence people gonna start coming out them damn houses. Okay, we have these houses sitting around like they were when Bush was in office. Okay, so I'm just letting people know how they're trying to set people up now for what's coming up ahead. Okay, this is why I constantly push up in this station about black people getting their shit together now.
Oh yeah,
you already know what's going to happen. We already know what's coming down the pike. And to the ones that are ignoring it, acting like they don't see it, acting like Trump is the savior or whatever the hell you acting like, or acting like because you're on Section 8 and you got county checks and food stamps and all that shit. Dude, do not rely on that shit, man. Do not rely on the fucking county because they're going to cut that. When they cut it, then where you going to be? In a cardboard box.
Fighting for a cardboard box.
With your funky black ass looking for Trump. And he up in Trump Towers in New York. And the police are requesting $35 million to guard Trump Towers. Yeah. Now, enough about that clown. Okay, we're going to jump over here to Michael Slager. That's the white boy that shot Walter Scott in the back, the Carolinas. Yeah, well, they declared a mistrial. Okay, they declared a mistrial. Okay, they were trying to declare a mistrial was it day before yesterday, but the judge refused, and he sent them back in there. Well, they came out today, they couldn't get it. Okay, out of the jurors, you had 6 white dudes, 5 white women, and 1 black man. And
he was,
the thing was set up so slick. You got the white man, and he's the foreman of the jury. The 1 black guy, you gonna make him the foreman, so we're all supposed to fall for that dumbass shit. Like, whoa, but no, the black guy's the foreman. Like he really got some control. If he had some control, that dude's ass would have been in jail right now. But that 1 lone white dude who couldn't look, he wouldn't look the judge in the eye, the lawyers, or anybody else in there in the eye. And he wrote a letter to the judge stating that I couldn't in good conscience convict this police officer. Okay. So he's been but he still has to go through another trial next year, a federal trial. So they might be able to get him there, but I don't believe this shit.
Yeah, I mean,
what I'm looking at now more important is how these people are breaking down the whole system. Okay. We weren't around in 1712, but there was somebody that came out and was talking to the white folks in 1712, trying to tell them how to corral and maintain their black people, their black slaves. Okay. How to keep them as slaves, you know what I'm saying, to keep up good economics. Because if your slaves are running away and you got to kill your slaves and whatnot, it's bad for business. So I got a way to make a slave a good slave. So he don't run away. So he actually enslaves himself. He or she enslaves himself. And after you institute my formula, they'll continue to do it to themselves.
Yep.
So all you got to do is step back now and it'll spin on its own axis. Well, that dude was Willie Lynch.
Yes,
okay.
Was.
And the tactics that he had back then, I'm seeing how things are shaping up nowadays. Okay. And the tactics are a little bit different. They do things a little bit differently now because you're talking some several hundred years ago up to now, but the result is the same.
Yes, it is.
Okay. Because I see what's going on with the young. okay, with the old, with the women, with the men, you know, and with the white people and the black people, with the cops. Hell, we look at this dude here. You got cops out here shooting black people sitting in a car. A cop pulls somebody over, and 62 seconds later, from his traffic stop, for the time he stopped his car, 62 seconds later, the brother that's driving is dead.
Exactly.
62 seconds from the time he stopped. That means he had stopped, get out the car, come up to the car. That's a minute and 2 damn seconds. The man is dead. Got 4 bullet holes in him. In front of his girl, in front of his child. You got a man, that cop right here just shot this man in the back. This guy was running on film. Shot him in the back. But you're saying you feared for your life. And if you fear for your life, then you shoot until the threat is gone. That's what I was trained to do. This is his words, not mine. You got a man laying on his back on the ground with his arms in the air, explaining to the cops that I'm his physician. I mean, his therapist. I'm here to get him because he has issues. He's sitting there playing with a damn toy truck. You shoot the man laying on the black man laying on the ground with his hands up. No weapon. When he asked, why'd you shoot me? I don't know. And then when the investigation comes out, you send the president to the police association out, and he turns out and says, well, really what happened was they intended on shooting the guy sitting up with the weapon. He didn't have a weapon, man. He had a truck. It was a toy. The dude was autistic.
And was he pointing at you? I mean,
he was just sitting in the street playing with the damn truck. This man's explaining to you, this guy's not a threat. He's not running. He's sitting there. He's explaining to you what's going on, laying on his back, and you put a bullet in him. Obviously, neither one of them was a threat.
Exactly.
You got a man out here trying to make a living in front of a store with the store owner's permission. And you come up and you pop him. And you say he had a gun. When you shot him, I saw the video. When you shot him and killed him, you had him on the ground. You on the ground. You pulled your pistol out and shot him while he was on the ground. Shot him in his chest. Then your partner comes and digs in his pocket and takes the pistol out. The man never had his hand on that pistol. You shoot another brother coming out. He ain't got no damn weapon. You shoot him dead in the goddamn street. I could go on and on.
Man, you killing our sisters in the
You
jail
choke out
cells,
another
man.
brother out here selling cigarettes. You choke him out.
You kill a 5-year-old kid at the playground in less than 5 seconds.
12.
Tamir Rice.
12, yeah.
And 2 seconds. All these things are going on. You know what this looks like? That's why I'm drawing a comparison up now. Before the police, they were slave catchers. That was the origins of the police, was the slave catchers. Okay, and it evolved. You know what I'm saying? Well, it appears now that they're going back to slave catcher days, because the slave catcher could catch a slave dude and kill that motherfucker, and it wasn't shit happening to him. They wasn't putting them in jail and none of that shit. You know, they might get in some hot water if they killed off one, and the person like, dude, but all in all, they're not doing anything. This is going back to the days and time where the slave catchers, everything is reverting back.
That's right.
When we come out of this break, we're going to continue to go backwards and make comparisons from then until now, because I need for people to see just how history is repeating itself and the trap that people are falling into. You guys stay tuned. We'll be back after the break.
Let's jam, be your let's jam, be your all systems go. Let's jam, be your not in stereo. The dance radio. When your body has the feeling, you don't know what it is. Got you moving, got you grooving, like you're dancing with a pill. And you know that you are grooving, cause you feel it in your soul. And you know you can't stop dancing with the power and control. jam, let's jam, radioactive. Let's jam. Let's jam, radioactive. You can feel it in the spirit, and you know that's what it is. The power by the hour, dancing with that feel. And you know that you are moving, you feel it in the soul. You know you're kind of dancing, that's the power has control. Let's jam, radioactive. Let's jam, let's jam, radioactive. Let's jam, let's jam, New York is radioactive. LA is radioactive. DC is radioactive. San Francisco, all systems go. Let's jam, radioactive. Let's jam, radioactive.
beat goes on, and the beat goes on, and the beat goes on. The beat goes. The sweet stores, the supermarket. Little girls still break their hearts, and men still keep on marching on to war. Electrically, they keep the baseball score, and the beat goes on. The beat goes on, and the beat goes on, and the beat goes on. The beat goes.
All righty then.
Shit, we back and the beat goes on by Orbit. You know what? I started to get you guys on that one, but yeah, okay.
Okay, let me give a shout out real quick. Lady Sheeta, appreciate the love. Appreciate the
Peace.
love.
What's good
Thank
with
you.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, man, you know what? 770-990-6399. You can call in and be live on the air. Sheeta. Peace. Yo, okay. We're gonna get back into this, man. When I left off, I was talking about the comparison between the cops nowadays and what they're able to do to black people and get away with is pretty much what the slave catchers were doing back in the day.
Let's get on these honkies.
When they were actually able to go out and chase down the slaves and then bring them back, they were killing a lot of them, beating them, raping them, you name it. They were doing it. Nobody's being punished for it. Same thing's going on with the cops today. I see a trend also. We're going to go back, okay, because I see a trend now with the kids in the schools, okay? I've been reading and, dude, look, what's going on now with the schools is you have a lot of incidents where the educators are in the schools teaching, using the word nigga, straight up, nigger, not nigga, but nigger in their lessons, their homework plans, just straight out using it, calling the kids niggas, whatever.
Yep.
And it's not just in one isolated incident in school. It's all the way across the United States. It's happening all over the damn place. And a lot of these people aren't being fired. Some of them are being so-called investigated. Some are being suspended. But
the apology comes out.
Right. Yeah.
Of
course, the apology comes out. But now it's becoming more commonplace. All right. Now, what the comparison I'm making there is Willie Lynch was saying, get to the kids. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
You teach the kids coming out the womb that we're the masters. We won't have a fight from them when they grow up.
That's
when they become adults, we won't have a fight for them. So now what they're doing is they're lullabying them right now to think the so-called millennials, they're lullabying them to think that it's okay for them to be calling them niggas and degrading them and shit because they're actually teaching it in school. Because when you're in school, if the teacher says it or because you're in school, then most people follow it. It's okay. So now it's in the schools and it's getting rampant. They're calling kids niggas. They're teaching them this. They're telling them all types of things. The books that they got them reading in Virginia, Tom Sawyer and
Huckleberry Finn
and not a Fiddler on the Roof. The other one, Catcher's Rye. No,
Catcher in the Rye.
Is it Catcher in the Rye?
Yeah.
That shit was banned in my school.
Yeah. Was it Catcher in the Rye? You talking about?
It was another one. It was.
I know what you're saying because I read it too.
The Killer Mockingbird.
That's it. Killer Mockingbird. The Killer Mockingbird. Well, they're banning these books because they use the word nigga several times. Okay. Well, they've been doing that for years. The last 40, 50 years, 60 years, they've been these damn books that they so-called, these are lyrical, literature geniuses that wrote these books.
Right.
Okay. Well, they're still around today. They still make the kids read them, but now people are catching flack over it because some parents done raise hell about the shit because, dude, the shit's racist. Straight out. You degrade the black people. Well, in the schools, what they're doing now is they're getting to your kids in the schools now, and they're teaching them that it's okay for them to degrade them. Okay. And back in the day, they had the parents doing it. They would take the black man out, beat him down, split him open, whip him, pour salt in his wounds, tie him to a stake in the sun, let the ants get him. They would tar and feather him with hot tar, put him in a pot of boiling water, all in front of his kids and his wife. So the wife would actually turn to the kids and make sure the kids stayed in line because she didn't want the kids to be hurt by these people. Okay. Well, the people that are up right now telling their kids, hey, if there's a cop out there, follow all of its instructions. Don't you do anything or be disrespectful to the officer because we don't want you to be hurt. The officer is the law. You have to do everything he says. See the comparison?
Yeah, you got to roll the dice now.
You got to roll the dice because now these motherfuckers are rolling up.
That's right.
And they're smoking black people for no goddamn good apparent reason. Okay, other than they just got a hard on and they can do these things.
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
Well, also, I have this to say, man. My generation, our generation, okay, because we're in here, we have our generation, then we have the so-called generation of millennials. Okay, I'm not going to point him out and identify him as a millennial because millennials. I'll get that in a minute. You'll understand what I'm talking about.
Just look at us.
No, it's just pissing me off just listening to all this shit because every time I hear about a cop killing and everything else and it just pisses me off more. It just inspires me to go write another song.
Okay, do that. Make sure you just write. Okay, don't get caught out there doing something silly. All right. But what I'm saying to my generation, okay, my generation or our generation, we're the last remnants of the civil rights era and generation.
Right.
Okay. We're the last of that because those that were actually involved in the civil rights that were actually able to walk and go through the whole civil rights era and some that lost their lives, some that are still living now, whatever, and they're still living now. These people are in their late 70s, early 80s.
Right.
Okay. And most of them then already died. There's only a few left that still walk around. The only ones that can connect us to that era back then is our generation, the kids of those parents that were out there marching for the civil rights rights. Okay, well, that's us. Okay, and right now, the way that they have us divided.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
oh,
the way that they have our generation divided when they dropped crack on us in the 80s. When we were coming out of high school and we were in high school and coming out of high school and they dropped crack, that was like dropping the A-bomb due to the H-bomb because it tore our generation completely the fuck apart. Okay. And the majority of the kids that were born out of from us are out there on their own because they fucked up our generation with the damn drugs and shit with the whole crack epidemic or whatnot. Okay. They planned on it and it worked grandly. Now, there's still some of us left, okay? And what I'm saying for the ones that are left that are actually in the movement now, that are actually pushing the message, we have to make for damn sure that we get the message to the millennial generation, okay? Because if we don't, dude, it's barely in our generation, okay? So the ones that are left, like people like us, Real Hip Hop Heads Conscious Radio, and other people that support us, other people that know, we have to make sure we push this message to the millennial generation, okay? Which are our kids, that generation, because if we don't, once we're the next to go, if we don't push this legacy of the civil rights era, then that legacy will be gone. Okay, it's our responsibility to push it to our kids because right now our kids are under attack. Okay, they're under straight attack. All right, they're already starting to recondition our kids. Okay, and people, you kind of want to know, well, what do you mean? Well, they're conditioning the next generation. All right, they're exterminating the older generation, which is us. They started with the crack epidemic. Yep. Okay, now they got the police out here hunting us. They're hunting, basically, you got females and kids that are dying, but they basically hunting the male.
Oh, yeah.
For the reproductive. They don't want us to reproduce. All right. Wait, they're doing this. Now they got the kids in school. They're degrading these kids by calling them niggas and getting them conditioned to think that that's okay. What's going on now is called the reconditioning. And Willie Lynch said it. Every 100 years or so, you're going to have to do a reconditioning. You're going to have to get their minds back in, because if you let them go too long, then they'll start to come out of this and they'll start to retrain themselves. So we got to make sure we get there and recondition them before they retrain themselves. Well, that's what's going on now. Ways they're doing that in the schools. They're getting the kids when they're young. Okay, start conditioning them. So you condition them to think that this is the way it is, then we won't have no problem. We won't have to recondition them. Okay, because we basically destroyed our generation.
So the problem is we as parents, especially parents like us, need to be teaching our kids anyway. You know, don't be weak-minded and not teach your kids. I guess a lot of people feel like, oh, we send our kids to get taught at school, but they're teaching you a certain curriculum. They're not teaching you how to be black men and women and how to survive in this fucked up ass economy. So parents like us, we need a lot more of them to instill a whole lot of shit in your kids. So when they get to school and these motherfuckers is teaching them that history, you know, and they can actually get up and say, no, that ain't right. They need to be able to fucking damn talk for themselves and say, no, that ain't what that shit is.
They need to know the difference between his story and real history. Exactly. Which is our history. But on top of that, some of the things that they're doing, you know, they're getting at the kids in school, okay, and they're conditioning their minds now to think that it's okay to degrade them, call them niggas, and they're also taking, though they started up in Texas already, taking slavery out of the history books,
right,
out of the new history books that are going into the school. You have the gay pride thing that's going on.
I was gonna say homosexuality has a whole lot to do with
is running rampant.
Yeah,
you got, they're making it okay to sleep with men, women to sleep with women, men turning into women, women turning into men. I mean, this shit is like some Sodom and Gomorrah type shit. Okay. Then I want to say that you having, like Willie Lynch said, you have the light skin go against the dark skin. You have the husband go against the wife. You have the young go against the old. Okay. Well, you got the millennials now going against us, the older crowd.
They're bucking.
They're bucking like a motherfucker. They're out there running around, sleeping with each other, and turning into opposite sex and whatnot. And you ain't listen to your damn parents. Hell, the millennials now are killing their parents. Straight up, I've seen 3 or 4 cases now in the news recently, killing parents. And we're talking not just the white ones, the black ones are doing it too.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. All
this is mimicking what the hell he said back in 1712. It's funny how history repeats itself, ain't it? Then when I say I gotta let the millennials know this. All right. Everybody can see that we're black up in here. All right. Black, strong. Now, when they say millennials, they're referring to the white kids, the white suburbia. Okay.
Right.
They're not referring to you black kids. You're in the millennial era, but you're not considered millennial. That's the white people. What you guys are considered are the kids that entertained those millennials back in the day on the damn plantation. The slave, the fucking slave fucker would go out there and rape a slave woman. She would have a baby. He would take her baby, bring it up into the house with his other white kids, so that baby could entertain his other white kids, the full white kids. You guys are considered that to those millennials. They're not referring to you guys, mere the black peasants. Kids, as the
you're mere peasants.
You guys are mere amusement to these motherfuckers. Okay, you guys are amusement. You guys are, back in them days, they would tell them to lay on their damn back and they put their feet on their stomach so they can get rid of the rheumatism. come out the bottom of their feet. Toxins and shit come out the bottom of their feet, and the child's body would absorb that shit. That's what the hell's going on here. History repeating itself. Like I said, Willie Lynch came up with this bullshit, and the reconditioning is going on right now. We come out of this break. I'm gonna get to we're gonna close the show out with brothers and sisters need to work this shit out, okay? Because we are at war with each other, and for what? We don't even know. It was designed that way, and it's working perfectly. It's a brilliant plan.
Yeah,
it's working perfectly. Stay tuned. We'll be back after the break.
I am tripping out, baby, on you, and I don't know what to do. I am tripping out, baby, on you, and I don't know what to do.
Growing up in the East, where life is nothing to be frontin' on, a snotty-nosed kid always getting something wrong. A little hood, shoelaces, a dragon, pants sagging, hugging the streets, flashing money while bragging. Yo, little Shelly used to follow and bug me, saying take another route instead of being a thug. See, damn, no matter what you said and how fat I got, she bitched about my street weights and said that I'd better stop. Nigga like my mama, like a shadow, she stuck to me. It never would occur that she would bring good luck to me. I told her to pass, get away, she wouldn't run. I didn't know that she was nagging for my reason one.
Tripping out, tripping out, and I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I am tripping out, tripping, and I don't know what to do.
Walking down the hallway in junior high, cutting class was a routine that I would always try. With my Newport box and my socks, I jet to the bathroom and conversate with the local rap soon. Boom, the door slams open. Check the scene, a mean dean and four brothers talking. Straight to the office for suspension. Why? Boom, she's at my side once again with an alibi, explaining I'm a victim of the pressure of my peers. I'm getting puzzled. Damn, why is she here? No matter what the situation is, she's here to serve it. She got me through my troubles, but why do I deserve it? So I ask her, why do you do the things you do? Is there something going on? Is it between me and you? Her attitude sparked, mood swing started flipping. She stormed away, denying it. I think the show was tripping.
Tripping on you, and I don't know what to do. Losing my imagination. I am tripping out, baby, on you, and I don't know what to do. No.
This time past, I'm getting occasional way from Shelly. I look in her eyes and feel there's more to tell me. No time to dwell at this time, I feel more. From my top 10 single on Billboard, bad boys are blowing up love. Women grabbing bodily parts cause they love me. Skins are doing things my little girlfriend would never do. See, now I'm convinced that it's all about me. Women want to do me in masses. I had to get a quick education into the classes. They asked me why I'm stressed. I said it doesn't concern you. On the crazy DL, I needed someone to turn to. Boom, here she is again. Shelly took a fight of me. True feelings of love was said slow. Now she's guiding me through the hard times. We're united and wet with Marky Ball solo with Shelly.
I am tripping out, baby, and I don't know what to do. What am I gonna do? I am tripping out, baby, and I don't know what to do. I am tripping out, baby, and I don't know what to do. I am tripping out, baby, on you, baby, and I don't know what to do. No. I am tripping out, baby, on you, and I don't know what to do. I'm asking you. I am tripping out, baby, on you, and I don't know what to do. I am tripping out, baby, and I don't know what to do.
You real me, but I feel like
fucking the song up, homie.
You know she got paid for doing that,
Yeah.
y'all can get paid for hating. You know that, right?
I tell you what, hey, there's $20 waiting for the person that could call in the next two minutes. That's 120 seconds for the artist and the name of that song, starting right now. 770-990-6399. And as I was saying before we went to the break, brothers need to work it out. That means sisters too. I was listening to something earlier, and I mean, it's not that I haven't been seeing this shit, but I was listening to something where you had basically the prodigy, the older cat brings the younger cat up under his wings, and the younger cat becomes the older cat successful, okay, but the younger cat becomes successful itself, spreads his wing, and basically it overshadows the old head. Personally, the old head should be proud of that.
That's right.
Okay, because the way that I teach my sons and my kids, period, is don't try to be like me, be better than me. Take what you can learn from me and put it on with your own inventions and shit, man, your own stuff, and make yourself better. You're supposed to do the game better, okay?
And we're not competing with each other.
Exactly.
You know?
I'm proud, man. Hey,
thank
you. Take it because it's a different world. So you trying to do things the exact same way that I did them to get through, it's not going to work for you because things change.
Right.
Just like we can't do things the same way that they did, and we can do some of the things that they did back in the civil rights era, okay? But I know one of the main things that keeps that the main mistake that they made, one of the main mistakes they made with two of them, trusting the white people, all right, and two, and this goes throughout history, our security. Okay.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
We didn't secure ourselves and our people and our stuff. We didn't secure it. Okay. Well, I'm knowing that. So now that I'm grown, what I'm adding on to what they didn't do is the fact that we need to secure our fucking boundaries. Okay. When we come up with our own stuff, we need to secure that, come up with a force to protect everything.
I agree. And I also think we need to weed out the infiltrators because I know they're in there.
Oh, yeah. Most definitely. But now I'm going to tell you, some of them infiltrators you might keep around.
Yeah.
Because you can take them and use them against them clowns. True. So this is the thing of war. People who've been there kind of, I'll save that for another day. But I do know that the OG, when you take the young OG, the young G, and you teach him, and he grows, and he's able to get out there on his own and start making decisions on his own, of course he's supposed to get bigger because he's younger, okay? It's a different time. It's his time now.
That's right.
Okay? Don't step on his time. But on the other side of that, reason why I said brothers need to work it out is because the young G's, when you get big enough to the point where you spread your own wings and you're walking around and you're actually it, don't forget where you came from. Don't forget who got you where you are now, okay? But see, that's the problem we have now, okay? And what's happening is nobody wants to meet in the middle. Everybody wants to sit down and wolf and argue and bitch and moan and complain,
right?
Okay, well, when you're doing that, that's taking our focus off of the task at hand. Okay, it's not getting us anywhere. All it is you two yelling at each other, or you yelling, whoever yelling at each other. Nothing's happening. No progress. All progress stops. Okay, when we're not talking and coming up with solutions, and we're arguing, nothing's happening. Progress stops.
That's right.
That's exactly what they want. Our division is our demise. Our strength and our numbers is where we thrive.
That's
okay.
Right.
I do know that Black people as a whole, we really, really need to start supporting those that are in the communities, man, that have a voice. Okay. Some of the older heads, you've been around long enough. you know, okay, if you got you a prodigy, you know what I'm saying, and it turns out to be great, he or she, and they're doing their thing in the community or whatever, and they're starting to hear, you support them, but if they're starting to get the big head and starting to forget exactly what's really going on and kind of getting, you know, caught up in the limelight and caught up in the celebrity of it all and shit, you know what I'm saying? Of course, you go pull a shirt tail a little bit. Hey, young G, come here. But if they don't want to listen, okay, herein lies the problem. But you being the old head, you've seen it before. Sit back and you know how you need to be handling it. Chill out, just wait. The time will come, okay, for you to actually pull. You got to wait for the right time, right place, okay, for your words to have the most impact. Okay, you just can't just start blurting off shit. You got to keep the cooler head. Cooler heads will prevail. Okay, yep. But for the most part, not just the OG and the prodigy, but we're talking about the entire community needs to support the people who have the voice. Okay, now the people who have the voice also need to know that the community, they have something to say as well. They have ideas as well. Okay, you need to be in tune with your community, and the community needs to be in tune with the person that has the voice, the person or the group, okay, or the movement that has the voice.
One person try to do better. We're all trying to do better.
Right. We need to work to help that person or group to grow. Okay. Now, Black people, we have the issue of self-hate, and anybody that's been watching this show knows why we are the way we are. Okay, I just got through describing why we are the way we are, and they're reconditioning us now to keep us like we are. Okay, keep us full of self-hatred. Okay, nobody, we self-hate so much that we have no forgiveness in us. Okay, we're the most forgiving race on the damn planet, the most forgiving and the most accepted race on the planet. Okay, we accept any damn body. You come as you are, motherfucker, we accept you. You know what I'm saying? You ain't trying to be out of pocket, trying to act like somebody that you're not. Dude, hey, it's whatever. It's what it is. You know what I'm saying? But we don't have that forgiveness. Nobody wants to forgive anybody. Nobody wants to have any type of understanding, any type of compassion for the next person. Okay? Yeah, the motherfucker got up then he fucked up. Okay, the shit happens. How many times you done fucked up? You know, a lot of the stuff, man, you already know it. You can see the course that this person's going, that they're on, especially if they don't have the correct discipline. So when you're teaching the young G's to take the reins, you also have to teach them not just how to go out there and talk to the people, but you also have to teach them humility, humbleness, discipline, okay, compassion and forgiveness. You got to teach them all that. You know what I'm saying? Not just 1 and 2. You got to give them 3, 4, and 5 along with that.
That's right.
Because right about now, there's nobody teaching our kids but the few. Okay, there's nobody teaching them but the few, and we're part of that few. Okay, like I said, if anybody has anything to add in on it, hey, feel free to call in. I just said the number already. You said, but
770-990-6399.
Exactly.
Boom.
So because as I'm going to state now, the leader may be the leader, but he does not have all the answers.
That's right.
Okay, he needs to get answers from the community as well, the people that he's actually leading, the people that he or she is representing. You need to talk to your people, okay? Because the people need to come together as a unit, okay? Because one person is not going to win.
And I don't understand why it's so hard for us to come together. It's crazy. All the shit that's going on with us, and y'all bucking at each other is absolutely crazy.
But look how they condition us, and look how they keep us that way.
That's true.
They throw trinkets, they throw the alcohol, they throw the fucking drugs there, they throw the food stamps, they throw the Section 8, the county check. There's all these things that are put in place to keep you sitting there dormant. You know, and then once you get complacent, because guess what? I only pay $50 in rent. Shit, they give me help on my electric bill, and I got food stamps. I can buy my food. I got this little bit of money. I only got to pay $50 out of that. And then guess what
you gonna do when they cut it off?
And then guess what? They motherfuckers getting me child support from Jerome and Tyrone and shit. So I got money to go buy me a fifth, get me a sack, give me some grape Dutchess, and give me some shit without the stems and seeds in it. Oh, I'm getting fucked up tonight. Oh yeah, you're inebriated. You're high. You're complacent because they gave you a little check. They gave you a little place to stay. They help you pay your electricity. They help you buy your damn food. You get complacent. They make sure you stay drugged out your damn mind so you don't do anything.
And meanwhile, Tyrone and Jerome don't pay the child support, so they end up in jail.
They don't pay the
jail system's getting paid.
They don't
for
pay
them.
the child support, or they end up in jail, or they out there robbing motherfuckers because they doing Lord knows what else and shit to survive. Because guess what? We don't want no damn job. I ain't getting paid no damn $7 an hour, no damn job.
Well, sisters, you need to be a little more cautious about who you letting in your temple too. Everybody ain't fucking for you. Believe me. Don't be trying to get checks and just have kids just to be getting checks. Fuck that. It ain't that deep.
Pay attention to what Sister A just said. It's not about the check all the time. But all in all, bottom line is the young and the old have to work together. Light and dark skin have to work together. Husband and wife, man and woman have to work together. Okay? Bottom line is all of us as Black people have to work together in order to get out of this mess that we're in. Okay? We will not make it one person on their own. Okay? It's not going to happen. They purposely keep us divided because it's easy to conquer somebody that way as opposed to the whole unit together. They know we're warriors. You know what I'm saying? They know we're the original man. They know where civilization started from. They know.
Exactly.
They don't want us together because they know exactly what we were like before they tricked us and shit and stole our legacy and our history and everything else and shit. They know exactly what we're like. See, and they got a death grip on us right now, and they're doing everything in their power to keep that grip, step on our damn necks. Mind you, the police right now, Donald Trump, they're trying to get this dude to go ahead and reverse what Obama had put in place as far as the police. Dematerializing the police.
Right.
Well, they want those vehicles and all that military shit, that military surplus. They're working on him right now to get that surplus so they just like looking like they was in Ferguson. Come out looking like they're soldiers in Iraq. You're on the streets of the United States. You know what I'm saying? But on that note, we do hope that some people are hearing this because, we know this is a slow process. One person hears it, that one person can go tell the next person, and that it's so on and so forth, and it grows. It's a slow growth, slow process, but I'm a patient man myself, and I do have the heart of a warrior, okay, and I do have the love of my ancestors for my people. That's why we're here right now doing this. It's not because somebody's paying us some absorbent amount of money or we're getting something out of it. I'm getting the pure joy of actually being able to talk to my brothers and sisters, man, and put them up on game, man, because somebody's got to do it. We have a voice. We're going to do it. On that note, I'm Brother Peace. That's Sister A. Young Conscious over there. We signing out, man. We see you guys here Thursday, 7 to 9. Call us up at 770-990-6399. If we don't answer, leave a message. We will respond to it on the next show. Peace.
This is Real Hip Hop Heads, just radio show. Real Hip Hop Heads.
State property, Rockefeller Records. This that feeling music, you know? We make that music you can feel early.
Just blaze.
I went from the ghetto to the ghetto and I'm back again. And we doing it back and forth with a gang of thugs. My burner, my hood passport. Fresh from the airport, I'm back again. And I clap your men. I'm from a block where niggas might blast your pops. No chance, ambulance can't save your kin. Smoke reefer, grim reaper, chill in my spot. Instead of making so lot, drink liters of gin. I'm drunk again, I'm high again. I just might fly a kite to my niggas upstate, knocked off in a pen. They booked in the job, I'm booking the flight. It's fucked up. Last year we was all on the block. This can't be life, this can't be love. They roll with a whack, I roll with a snub. We all in a fight.
Hey, baby, don't you cry. Everything's gonna be alright. I know we can make it through this. Don't let go, hold on tight.
Baby, don't you cry. Everything gon' be alright all night. Free is on his job, let the music play. And I ain't come to hurt nobody tonight, but if I do get out of line, put him back intact. Must be out his mind, let the Ruger spray. Clap until we alright, all out of Dodge. That's right, crush the club tonight. With a watch on the ride report. Check on the war report, check on the stores we bought. Check on the kids and shit. Hope everything's alright all night. Cause all day pop in the mix. I might pop rock stars, pop up on your strip. Free pop out hits, get paid for my thoughts, and that's all right. And my label the shit. And you getting the flip.
Baby, don't you cry.
Tell them
everything's gonna be alright. I know we can make it through.
Shit.
Don't let them hold on tight. Alright. Yeah.
I came from the hood, I'm bringing the hood with me. Shit. It ain't a thing, I'm bringing them things with me, scrap. And I take them around the globe, travel around the globe. Been to Paris and back again, free fall back, get stacked to the pen. Still move like a kingpin, clapping you forward. I went from getting the tuck, snatching your gold to platinum and gold, plaques in the tuck. Same shit, different line of work, getting the tuck. I might get with back and act up in the bed. We came a long way from a pack in the tuck.
You gotta reach for something better. Hey,
chill.
Everything's gonna be alright with you and me. Come on.
It's the block. It's the block.
Peace. You guys don't forget to check out on the channel. We got the interviews from the Black Power Awards, man, with David Banner, Stickman for Dead Prez, Professor Griff from Public Enemy, Rock BMC, Cyrock. Go in there and check that out, man. We got some pretty good footage that I think you guys will enjoy. Peace.